Sports. This one, Bud Light taking on Johnny Blaze. And Jason Crane starts off this afternoon affair with a base hit.
That brings up catcher Brian Puckett.
Tell him what they were doing.
That brings up Brian Puckett. Well, be sure to contact your friends. We'll be here all day broadcasting the games close in nearly 11 o'clock Eastern time, so plenty of time for you to tell your friends to log on to USSSA.com and enjoy some softball from Central Florida. Rick Robertson will be back with us, but on behalf of our entire USSSA crew, we're glad you've decided to make us a part of your day. 2009 Men's Major Championship is presented by Bud Light, or excuse me, Busch Light. Bud Light is on the field. Getting my beers mixed up, even though I guess neither one probably at the top of my list. 2 on, nobody out. Todd Peace almost turned into a double play, but Peace is aboard on first on the fielder's choice.
At second base, runners on the corners for the cleanup hitter.
So runners are on the corners and there's one out.
The conference USSSA second team selection.
And Chris Kirian coming to the plate. He's the left fielder in today's ball game, or excuse me, the third baseman in today's ball game, but his number the same as the left fielder, number 7 in your scorebooks. Todd Peace, the first baseman, is on board at first. And they look at a pitch that's outside. Hit into center field, that'll score our first run of the ball game as Jason Crane comes in to score. And an RBI single for Chris Kirian.
Runners on first and second. Crane comes in to score. That brings up Tyler Berline.
Bud Light, the visiting team here. Played well all year long in a number of events.
The winner of this game takes on Long Haul. Final game in the first round. Another opportunity for a double play, and that time they turned it 4-6 to 3. Inning-ending double play. Bud Light only able to score 1. Johnny Blaze coming to the plate when we come back to Disney.
Bud Light goes down quietly, but they do get 1 run. They strand 1. They get 2 hits. 2 up in the home half for Johnny Blaze, our foremost, Murray and Larson. Let's introduce the Bud Light defensive alignment as they take the field. Their pitcher is Rick Sills. The catcher is Brian Puckett. Then down at first is Todd Pease. The second baseman is Jason Crane. At third is Chris Kirian, and the shortstop is Josh Frank. Through the outfield is Joey Gordon in left. The center fielder is Tyler Bertline. The right fielder is Nick Musselman, and the middle infielder is Billy Allen.
Bottom of the first, Bud Light is up by a run. Sal Formosa will lead things off. Formosa, Murray, and Chris Larson are due up in that order. Against Bud Light, warm day. Runs have been down. Rick Sills, the pitcher for Bud Light.
Rick has pitched to a number of teams over the years.
And on the ground, right at the middle infielder, I believe Willie Allen.
Willie Allen.
Over to first.
Allen up the
They don't.
He tosses it across the diamond, one away.
They don't come any better than Willie Allen up the middle. We've watched him in a number of events this year. I know he fielded very well in the men's A world. Excellent defensive player.
Todd Peace is on the receiving end. He's at first base. So here's Brandon Murray, the catcher, with one away. And he'll hit it on the ground at the shortstop, Josh Frank. For the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down.
Quickly 2 away for Johnny Blaze. And now batting number 22,
this Johnny Blaze team,
Chris Larson.
11 people with 1 sub in their lineup, and Chris Larson, the third baseman, is at the plate. And slam down the line. Look at the glove for Chris Kirian. But he can't make the throw.
Kirian knocks it down. Just can't get a hold of it. And Larson over at first with the infield single.
Joey Formosa.
If that ball gets by Chris Kirian, it's going to rattle all the way down the line into the left field corner.
That was such a tough play that our home plate cameraman, Paul O'Leary, had trouble following the ball. It was such a quick shot.
It was a shot.
His family watching back in England.
What time
is it? Just about
it?
dinner time.
I was going to say, what time is it?
It's either 8 or 7 o'clock. I'm not sure whether they're 5. They are 5 hours ahead in London. The rest of Europe is 6. Into right field, there's a base hit. Joey Formosa aboard. So back-to-back base hits. Larson to third. Formosa
So now runners on the corners.
Is at first.
25, Ed Vega.
And Ed Vega, the extra hitter. Johnny Blaze trying to tie up Bud Light. Here's a called strike.
Chuck Doc Beckwell behind the plate. Dwayne Pasovich at first. Jason Oberlag out at second. Tony Walzak in at third.
Willie Allen, the flip to Jason Crane. That ends the inning. Johnny Blaze strands 2. We've played an inning. Bud Light is up by 1.
Allen up the middle with the stop. He flips over to Crane at second. They get Formosa on a fielder's choice for Vega. So we've played 1. It's a 1-0 ball game. Blaze scatters 2 hits. They score none. We now go to the top of the second for Frank, Musselman, and Gordon. Leadoff, Josh Frank.
Josh Frank will lead off the inning for Bud Light. They're up by a run. Defense for Johnny Blaze. Will Watson is in left. Sal Formosa in center. Dan Norquist is in right field. Around the infield, it's Chris Larson at third. Joey Formosa, the shortstop. Matthew Bunn at second. Steve Wilson at right. At first base, and Brandon Murray.
I'm watching you.
And so, well, there is a leadoff base hit for Josh Frank. Bud Light trying to add to the lead. Popped up into short left field. And Joey Formosa tracks it down for out number 1. 1-2.
Our next game, 4 p.m., long haul, will take on the winner. The winner just stays to play again. Justin Mucciarella, they call him Mooch on the mound.
Did they draw the short straw? This one?
That's just if you fall here in the seeds, that's where you have to play. Most of these guys just as soon play than sit out anyway.
Joe Gordon draws the walk. And Rob Partain coming to the plate.
Rob Partain, a sponsor of this Bud Light team.
And he watches the first pitch. And it's hit into right field. That'll score a run, and Bud Light is up 2-0.
Matthew Bunn with a diving try, unable to come up with it as it goes into right field. So Gordon moves to third, and Partain over to second.
And here's Willie Allen.
Second team all-conference player. Received that award at the USSSA Conference Awards ceremony.
He lifts it into left field. That'll tag and score the third run of the contest. But there's two away. So Rick Sills is at the plate with a 3-0 advantage for his squad. Partain held at second. And a walk. So runners on first and second and two away.
Crane scoring back in the first run of the game.
Crane waits for it, and Crane has it into the gap in right field. That'll score 2 runs, and it's 5-0.
Partain comes around, Sills hustles in behind him on the left center field shot by Jason Crane.
Just right in the dead middle. That's what I'm gonna do right here. I just put my business card next to it so that way.
Down the line.
Foul ball.
They're called it foul at the last moment. I thought it was a fair ball from here, but your eyes are better than mine, especially since I'm trying to watch on the computer.
I just happened to be watching the umpires. It was drilled right down the line. Very close play. You know?
Brian Puckett trying to add to Bud Light's 5-run advantage. And Puckett skies it towards center field. Sal Formosa back has the final play. Side retired. 2009 USSSA Men's Major World Series presented by Bud Light is brought to you in part by Worth, Mikan, Combat, TPS, Nationwide, Easton, and Boomba. We will be right back after this message from Easton Sports.
Hey, this is Brett Helmer. I'm Brian Wegman. Getting ready to drop some bombs with the 09 Easton bat line.
Leading off, right fielder Dan Norquist.
Johnny Blaze trails by 5. It's 5-0, bottom of the second inning. And Dan Norquist will lead off.
Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this is our first Men's Major World Series without Jen McCarron being up in the press box running things. Our warm wishes go out to Faye and his family, his lovely wife. His dedication, commitment to excellence remains with all of us here in the USSSA family. Jim, former umpire, board of director, director of umpires, true gentleman with USSSA. He was something else to be around. This is his first series that he's not able to be with us. He passed on due to some serious health issues. Should be Steve Wilson, the first baseman, the batter.
Steve Wilson trying to ignite what would be an inning where Johnny Blaze could score their first run, and they may do it right here with one swing of the bat over the 385 mark. Johnny Blaze gets on the board.
Steve Wilson takes that shot, that solo home run, as Bernie said, right over the 385 sign in left center field. And they mark for the first time in the game.
So Will Watson, the left fielder, is at the plate. And he cranks it towards right field, and that one gets over the wall, and Nick Musselman can only watch. Back-to-back solo home runs.
Rick Seals, the pitcher, walked off the mound and said, "Damn lefty." Back-to-back jacks. Here in the bottom of the second.
They're only of the solo variety, which obviously is a little bit of a big positive for Bud Light right now.
Reminder, this is an unlimited home run event.
Second out of the inning.
Todd Pease with the play over at first. Stayed down with it. Easy out over there for the second out of the inning.
Here's Justin Mooch.
That's what they call him, just Mooch. Real last name Mucciarelli. It's too long to fit in the scorebook, so they abbreviate it.
My scorebook, that's for sure. No pitch is called.
No pitch, time, 5 seconds, ball one. You have 5 seconds to pitch the ball. Once you get it back from the catcher, Rick Seals works the clock all the time.
Popped up into center field, Tyler Burline. Inning comes to its conclusion, but back-to-back home runs by Johnny Blaze, and they've cut the lead to 3. 2 innings in the book, 5-2. Bud Light is in the lead.
We now play through 2. It's a 5-2 type contest. 2 up in the third for Bud Light or Pease, Kieran Burline.
Let's go. Come on. Hey, we're not all team. Keep pushing. Let's go. Give it up. Let's go. All right, here we go. Hey, now you got to go tell everybody your business? Please let nobody rooms with you no more, Doc. Tell. How you think we all found out about you and Tony Spoonie? You got 2 beers? Start telling everybody. Right. You're a receiver. We know it. Let's go. Hey, how you doing? I'm Steve. Attaboy, please.
First pitch, a base hit into left field. We're in the third inning.
Todd Pease, the first baseman, leads it off.
Let's go, see. Yeah. Hey, is that your boy? Come on. Let's go.
And Chris Carrion, the third baseman, an all-conference second-team selection for Conference USSSA this year.
Back up the middle to center field in Sal Formoso has out number 1. Pleasure to have David DeDonatis back with us, taking care of our microphone downstairs. And got into a conversation with Steve Saluch, which always tacks on 10, 15 more minutes. Part of our bat testing crew. This hit towards the gap, it's going to fall for a base hit. Formosa throws it in. There's a double. Pieces at third. Kirian is at second.
Kirian flew out to center. That's Tyler Burline.
Oh, thank you. You can just smack me across the head.
Well, as you said earlier, we're only doing 20 million games. You're always trying to keep us on the computer and talking to the staff, so I understand.
Back up the middle, and a well-positioned infield there for out number 2.
Yeah, Josh Frank hit it right up the middle. I think that's the middle infielder. Brian Fong over to first for the second out of the inning. Nick Musselman. The tall, lanky right fielder steps in with 2 outs. Mooch walks him.
And the bases are loaded.
So runners at every station, 2 outs. Bud Light has the chance to add a little bit of fuel to the fire here.
Go hard, Joey, go hard.
And he's called out on strikes.
Wow, what a way to end the inning.
Bases loaded, called strike 2.
Ring them up.
Woo, Chuck Doc Beckwell with the big hammer. Joey Gordon stares back at him. Scott Healy, the first base coach, has something to say. And there's 2 or 3 of them out there talking at the moment.
Bud Light strands the maximum. Bottom of the third, they're up by 3.
Now batting number 18, Matthew Bond.
Bottom of the third.
Matthew Bund, the second baseman, huh?
What a way to end the top of the third. Bases loaded. And Matthew Bund taking the momentum from that last half inning, leads it off with, I thought, a single, but he turns the corner and races into second, and Nick Musselman tried to catch up to him, but no chance there. And we're back to the top of the lineup in South Formosa. Popped up into right field. Musselman this time will be all over that one. And look at Bunny, forced the throw by faking like he was headed towards third. Brandon Murray coming to the plate.
The big catcher, veteran of this game out of Mississippi. Big Brandon Murray.
Murray looks at the first pitch. There's a called strike. Little fancy pitch there.
Sills working him right between the legs.
Doesn't help there. A liner right into left field. Joey Gordon tracks it down. Runners on the corners as Bund moves to third. Murray, a single, is at first. And the third hitter in the lineup, Chris Larson, is at the plate. Larson towards Tyler Burline, and Burline with a catch, Bund tags and scores. And the lead is now 2. Larson with a sacrifice fly to center field. That brings up Joey Formosa.
Center field grabs the fly ball. Larson is a sacrifice as Bund comes in to score.
And it's 5-3.
Joey Formosa.
Joey Formosa testing Tyler Burline on the run, and it's over his head. He catches it on a hop. Murray will hold it third. That's some great defense there in center field, stopping a run. Formosa, though, with equally good hitting, has the double.
Well, Burline had a beat on it, just kept fading away from him. Unable to make the catch, so runners now at second and third. The lead down to 2, 5-3 in favor of Bud Light, bottom of the third. USSSA Men's Major World Series, the showcase event of the year.
Into left field, one hops to Gordon, and we're tied at 5. At Vega, a 2 RBI game-tying single.
And now Dan Norquist steps in the box.
Well, we got another good ball game.
Excellent game, 5 runs for each team. Blaze is not backing down to the favorite Bud Light.
was a curveball. Him and Rick move. I go in together behind the plate.
Norquist.
Dan Norquist, the right fielder.
Didn't like the call. Got him right there.
And he is rung up, and he has a couple words.
Good
and
pitch.
He's gotten kicked out of the game.
Did he?
Yep.
Just ran him right there. Beckwell runs.
And now he's on his way to talk to Doc Beckwell.
It's not going to do him any good. Beckwell keeps walking away from him. Told him to get him out of here now.
A little drama. I know as the head of the umpires, you're not as excited about that, but I think as a broadcaster, we always enjoy a little drama.
Well, it was a good pitch. It was right on the corner. Norquist crossed the line with what he said. So Beckwell removes him from the game. It's tied 5-5 after 3 complete innings of play. And as we have to see who they're going to bring in. I think they only have one substitute, you said. Is that correct, Bernie?
That's what I had on the list that they sent us.
Should be Jeff Maloney will come in for Norquist, who's playing right field. I'm sure they'll move people around. I can't see the numbers from up here on who's going where.
Well, we'll try to sort it all back and out, and we'll be back for the 4th. We're tied at 5 here at Disney's Wide World of Sports.
And now a defensive change for Johnny Blaze. Subsequent to the ejection of Dan Norquist, Just Maloney now in the game in place of Norquist. Maloney will play second base, and Matthew Vaughn will move out to right field.
Hey, RP, come on. Come on, PJ. Come on, PJ, any leader, let's go.
Back. And we're back for the 4th inning.
As we thought, Jeff Maloney will come in and play second base now for, and he will bat in place of Dan Norquist due to the ejection. Bund comes over, becomes the AH, and Ed Vega goes in to catch. So those are the changes.
And a lazy pop fly for Partain.
Partain leads off with a fly ball to the shortstop for 1 away.
Returning Partain, there's now 1 away, and that brings up Willie.
An unusual situation you don't see often. Bud Light's Joey Gordon got called out on strikes with the bases loaded to end the top of that inning, and then in the bottom of the inning, Dan Norquist not only got called out on strikes, but was ejected.
Into center field. There's a base hit for Willie Allen.
And Rick Seals, the batter, the pitcher, always got a smile on his face. The guy could tell you some stories, Bernie, from sitting in the airport and airplanes with him as we fly across the country.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Sells into right field, 2 away. Matt O'Hara roasting on the third base dugout. Maybe we can get a shot of him.
Sills flies out to right field, down there to make the catch. There's now 2 away, and the top of the order, Jason Crane.
Look at those muscles. He's working on his tan as we speak.
There he is. It's a good thing you two are friends.
He's been bringing you all those great shots down at third base.
Another 5-second call. This one on Mooch.
Crane at the plate, hits it on the ground.
Nice play.
Good defense. Side retired. Bud Light down in order in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 5-5.
And that will do it here for Bud Light as they go for none. Is Grant want to get one hit? We go to the home half of the 4th, still tied at 5 for Wilson, Watson, and Fong.
Country!
First baseman, number 15, Steve Wilson. Wilson was a solo home run at the second.
Bottom of the 4th. It's 5-5. And the first pitch is a fly out to center field. I believe that was Steve Wilson, is that correct?
Believe that's what I show. Got a nice compliment from Chris Clark, who was our men's A World Tournament director, the Tennessee USSSA state director.
Yeah?
Says the broadcast sounds good.
It's because you're a part of it, Rick.
I don't know about that.
You're taking over the reins on Sunday when I go back to the television for one day.
I'm the official substitute on Sunday, Championship Sunday, for Bernie Gunther. Big shoes to fill.
Oh, you guys will have a good time.
Better get some rest on Saturday night.
Just trying to keep these boys in order. David DiDonatis and Matt O'Hara, that's a challenge in itself.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
And you notice how quick my microphone goes off. There's a double for Will Watson.
By Will Watson, yes, sir. And Fong comes into bat.
And this is the 8th game we brought to you in the 2009 Men's Major World Series, presented by Busch Light, wherever you are. Many of you guys at work, we appreciate all 655 of you currently watching our broadcast. Kind of a skeleton crew during the week, as during the summer we were able to pick a couple more people up, but obviously we're doing the best job we can to bring you these ball games, and we'll be here all weekend long. Off the glove of Willie Allen and into center field. Throw to the plate, cut off. And Johnny Blaze, that's the first lead of the ball game for them, as Will Watson comes in to score.
Brian Fong with a sharp, wicked hop on Willie Allen, and it bounced off Willie Allen's glove into short left center, and Willie Watson scooted on around to be the 6th run and give Johnny Blaze the 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th.
Justin Mooch
Mozzarella.
We had some good chicken parmesan. I bet he could do so as well. Sounds like an Italian name to me.
I think so.
Musselman with a play in right field. And there's 2 away. So it comes down to Matthew Bunn. Chopped on the ground. This should do it. Fielded by Josh Frank. He tosses it over to Jason Crane. That ends the inning, but Johnny Blaze has the lead. They're up by a run as we head to the 5th. The 2009 and Men's Major World Series will continue from Disney.
Hey, this is Brett Helmer. I'm Brian Wegman. Getting ready to drop some bombs with the 09 Easton bat line.
Going into the top half, the 5th, Brian Puckett, the catcher for Bud Light, will lead off the inning. And he shoots one right out into left field to lead off with a single. Wide turn at first, and it comes back in. Bud Light probably favored a bit over Johnny Blaze, but Johnny Blaze leads 6-5. Todd Pease, the first baseman, will step to the plate on base twice, has not scored yet. There's a 2-hopper to third, over to second for 1, back to first, and he's safe. So Pease beats it out. He's on with a fielder's choice. And Larson at third over to Bunn, or excuse me, that's Maloney at second. So we have 1 away, and Chris Kirian, the batter. Pitch in for a strike. Mooch gets ahead. Oh, and a nice stab out there by, looks like that's Maloney, who moved in to play second. So Kieran retired on the line drive shot to the second baseman, 2 away. And Tyler Berline, the center fielder, will step in here. 2 quick outs on Bud Light. They've zipped in the 3rd and 4th. They scored 1 in the 1st and 4 in the 2nd to get their 5 runs.
Bud Light, though, starting to run out of opportunities. We've seen the advantage it is of being the home team front and center in that last game that we had, where TNR Stucco came back to win it.
6 down in the bottom of the 7th, scored 7 runs, pulled out an 18-17 victory over the Northwest Combat team, the men's B world champions.
And that one gets over Josh Frank. And that will score the game-tying run.
It's Todd Pease scoring. Berline in the second. Josh Frank, the shortstop, with the single. So there's runners on first and second. There's 2 away, and we're in the top of the 5th, and the game is all tied. 6 for Bud Light, 6 for Johnny Blaze.
And Nick Musselman is going to fly out, it appears, to end the inning. Everybody chasing it. And Willie Allo makes the play. Or excuse me, the middle infielder for Johnny Blaze.
And that middle infielder, Brian Fong, moves over to make the catch.
Side retired. We're tied at 6 through 4.5.
Yes.
The order for Johnny Blaze is Sal Formosa.
Ready. Let's go. Big leader right here. Come on, dog. Big leader. You and BM, let's go. Right, here we go.
Bottom of the 5th inning. And wow, nice play there.
That's
Josh
the shortstop.
Frank on the run. So Sal Formosa is retired here in the 5th inning, and Brandon Murray here. It's been a light game as far as scoring is concerned, last couple of them.
Well, in the long run, they still scored quite a few runs. 35 scored in the game prior to this, 18 for Stucco and 17 for Northwest Combat. The 10:30 game, GTL scored 21, Combat USA 5. And TaylorMade started it off with a 29-14 win over Woodlaw.
On the ground, that time Josh Frank can't come up with it. And there's a base hit.
Murray on for the 2nd time in a row, 2 singles in a row. Let me set the 2nd round games for you. The winner of this game will take on Long Haul next at 4 p.m. or sooner if we can start it there. Following that is TNR Stucco versus Gene Shop. At 7 p.m. is Dan Smith taking on TaylorMade. And our number 1 seed, Resmondo, will play GTL tonight at 8:30, the last scheduled game of the evening. And that will finish 2 rounds of winners brackets. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., we begin the losers bracket where we send people home. Hope you can stay with us right now. I know we're scheduled, Bernie, for what, 4:30 and 9, the winners bracket games.
Yep.
And possibly a couple of losers brackets. We'll find out for sure later today. Right now it's 6-6 in the bottom of the 5th.
And a steady group continuing to watch these games. And I'm sure we're going to have a good crowd back in the stadium once we reach nightfall.
I would think so. Over 500 plus teams playing this weekend in men's C, men's E, and women's A, B, C, D, E.
Pass to diving Chris Kirian, pass to diving Josh Frank, and into left field to Joey Gordon. A base hit for Chris Larson. Murray moves over to second. And of course Larson at first as Joey Formosa, the shortstop, comes to the plate with one away.
A correction to my last statement, we do not have a women's Class E world. So between here in Central Florida and the Michigan Men's D World Tournament, it's over 700 teams playing this week. Last week in the state of Washington, they had the Western Men's D World. They had 174 teams there. And then we had 30 in the men's B. So you're almost at 1,000 teams, Bernie, playing over the last 2 weekends in USSSA slow pitch softball.
Crazy, right?
Yes, indeed.
On the ground, and Josh Frank started off this inning with a brilliant play. And that could have been an ending inning double play. Instead, it's through the wickets. Murray comes around to score, and Formosa aboard E6.
Josh Frank got caught peeking. He was looking up to flip it to second before he fielded it. And as your coaches tell you when you're young, make sure you catch it before you throw it. That's a big error here late in the game.
Popped up, and in foul territory, Joey Gordon has out number 2.
Ed Vega caught it right off the fist and pops it up down the left field line. This should bring up Jeff Maloney, who came in for Dan Norquist, who was ejected when he got called out on strikes in the 3rd inning.
Popped up. And
tough play.
Shallow right field. It's going to score 2 runs. Is it Willie Allen that tried to make that diving play?
Willie Allen all the way over from his middle infield position, ran a long way. Hat flies off. He dives, unable to make the play. What an effort on the behalf of Willie Allen out there. But that ball, I knew right off the bat, as soon as it was drifting over into right field, no chance. No chance at all for Nick Musselman to get there. Willie Allen tried the best that he could, and second baseman Jason Crane also circling, but no one able to come up with it. 2 more big runs, Bernie. That stretches the lead here in the bottom of the 5th to 9-6. 2 outs and a runner still out at second. Got him on the 5-second call. Once again, ball 1.
Well, Josh Frank had a number of opportunities. That time he's able to throw it over to first side, retired. A little frustrated with his performance. In the 5th, it's a 3-run advantage for Johnny Blaze over Bud Light.
We played through 5. It's a 6-9 ball game. Slanted toward Johnny Blaze. 2 up for Bud Light are Gordon, Partain, and Allen.
Brandon, grab those bats. Brandon, grab those bats. Come in. All right, here we go. Let's go. Hi, Joey. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Oh, we got to hit. Let's go. Great opportunity game. Let's go. Joey, you need a leader. Don't strike out, Joey. Look out, man.
There's the button. There's the button.
There's the button. Gordon leads it off. He was called out on strikes with the bases loaded in the
Steps
third.
into it and he clubs it to right field. And Nick Musselman, or excuse me, I'm not sure who it is because Dan Norquist got taken out of the game. Who did we decide got rotated out there?
That could be Brian Fong moved out there, come to think of it, because Maloney went into play second. That would be the place where Fong would have to move. Gordon took no chances that time to take a called strike, swung at the first pitch.
And Rob Partain is at the plate. His team is down to their final 5 outs of this contest.
Let's go, Willie. Come on, baby.
Partain now 2 for 3.
If you're Bud Light, I'd have to think you're needing a huge inning here or in the 7th. There's no way you're going to win without it. Obviously, they're down by 3. But even if you're to only score 3, you're not putting yourself in a very good situation.
I agree with that, Bernie. You see the most they've scored so far this game was 4 in the second. They need a big crooked number here.
A lot of zeros up there and ones. 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 0 in the third and fourth, and 1 added in that last at bat in the 5th inning.
When you average just a run an inning in this game, it's not enough. He took that one on a hop right between the legs.
Into the gap, cut off well, but it still is recorded as a base hit, and there's runners on the corners.
Well, Willie Allen puts it into right center. Sal Formosa quickly gets over to the ball, holds Willie to a single. Partain moves over to third. And the one and only Rick Seals comes to the plate.
So a chance to help out his cause. Rick Sills.
There you go.
Drives it towards left field. This will add at least 1 run. Partain tags and he'll score. And the deficit is 2. But unfortunately, that's out number 2. So it's not the game that you need a sacrifice fly in.
No, it really didn't help his cause much there.
Because now Johnny Blaze is really moving along strong. If they can get this 3rd out and have a 2-run advantage headed to the bottom of the 6th.
Then they have the double whammy. They bat in the bottom of 6th. They hold you in the 7th. You still got a chance to come back if Bud Light does.
There's a called strike. What was that flip-flop rule we saw the other day?
The flip-flop rule is when a team, the home team, is losing by the run rule prior to the inning it would happen. Let's say a team is losing by 15 in the bottom of the fourth. They stay in, become the new visiting team. You gain in half inning.
That'll do it.
As Crane flies out to center field to retire the side. They picked up 1 run.
Not enough, I don't think, at this point.
No,
they're going to have
all.
to hold Johnny Blaze in the bottom of the 6th. That's what we'll have for you on USSSA.com when we come back.
We go to the home half of the 6th, clinging to a 2-run advantage. It will be Watson, Vaughn, and Bucciarelli. Softball fans, the winner of this contest will play at 4 p.m. today. Quick turnaround for the winner of the contest. They will play Long Haul, a 26-16 winner last night over Suncoast.
Johnny Blaze up by 2. And right now that looks like enough on the scoreboard. To be honest with you, Bud Light's only beginning the 2nd. They scored 4 runs.
Averaging just over a run an inning. Will Watson leads it off, the center fielder here in the bottom of the 6th for Johnny Blaze. Pulls it down the line.
And there's out number 1.
Nice sliding catch out there by Nick Musselman. He stands about 6'4". Those long legs just kind of right in there.
It's currently 90 degrees in Central Florida.
That 90 degrees is probably going to stir up a thunderstorm somewhere.
It looks like it's surrounding us as we take a look at the radar. Good news is we have an hour break, more or less, in between these games, as there's a base hit for Brian Fong. The next game scheduled for 4 o'clock. So it'll give you guys in the office a chance to take care of some work.
Where are we on that radar?
I would think somewhere about there.
So we're surrounded.
Surrounded.
Hope it goes poof and it's gone. You know, we faced that same issue here in the men's A world all day.
Yeah?
Both days. It's a good piece of hitting by Mooch.
Here's the base hit. Johnny Blaze is up by 3.
Mooch just made it a bit tougher for Bud Light with that hit.
Not sure the Weather Underground has the best maps, though. We're going to try a different one. Get your fancy iPhone.
Well, I'm sure I'm on the same weather channel you are. I just don't know.
Well, you're right. I hope with a computer I can do a little more than the iPhone. But you guys are big time with your iPhones. I'm not going to lie. On the ground, this could be an inning-ending double play. And the call is safe at first. Tough to tell from that shot.
He said first was a pickup and a get. Ian Mooch at second base, Bond sitting on fielder's choice. There's now 2 away for the top of the order. Sell or no sell.
Oh, sell. Oh, they make it in. Hit your ball. All the way around. All the way around. That was good. Can you say it again?
Kind of a strange shower. This should end the inning. And it does. Willie Allen takes it himself.
Jumps
Showcases that he could be able to be a part of the triple jump. Bud Light's down to their final 3 outs. They need 3 runs to prolong this contest.
They score 1 run on 2 hits. They strand 1. We played through 6. It's a 3-run ball game. 10-7. Anybody can win it from here. And for Bud Light, they push to the plate. Puckett, Peace, and Curian.
Come on, boys, come on! Oh, puck. Puck, puck. One boy. Show why you make first team. Come on, Joe.
Running by Brian Puckett.
Out number 1.
Lets the ball to left where Watson is there for the catch. And that brings up Todd.
Bud Light only has 2 outs left to fight the battle. And see if they can put up a big number and make Johnny Blaze have to catch them. As we're in the top of the 7th, the Blaze is ahead 10-7 with 1 away. He's out of play. That is a foul out strikeout for the 2nd out of the inning.
It's crazy. Bud Light is down to their final out.
Bit of a surprise. I believe Bud Light was favored going into this game. That's why you have to play him, though, Bernie. You can't just go by what's on paper. Guess what?
That is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Blaze. They never led till the latter part of this contest, but they pull off the victory over Bud Light. They'll stay on the field, and they'll take on Long Haul next. We got about an hour break. We'll leave it up just in case you want to have a picture of Busch Light on your screen. But Long Haul takes on Johnny Blaze. We'll be back. Disney's Wide World of Sports right after this.
Another round of applause for a nice, tight ball game. Well played by both teams. And we wish you all luck for the remainder of the tournament.
Last year.